Times are changing. However, besides the introduction of the open concept, it doesn't seem like architecture has been changing that much. However, in today's video, I have a wonderfully modern home with an equally modern interior that I think you're gonna love. These are the keys. Let's check it out. Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is John Paul Gutierrez, and if you didn't know that, it's likely this is one of your first times on this channel. First and foremost, welcome. On this channel, my main objective is to give you the most transparent real estate information so that you can invest in your future. Whether it's your first home or one of many that you're adding to your portfolio, I'm here to show you what the Sunshine State of Florida has to offer. And in today's video, I am thrilled to bring you this opportunity in the beautiful city of Ocala. If you're not too familiar with Ocala, we're pretty much right in the middle of Florida. And this is very convenient for a number of reasons. Well, first and foremost, we are only an hour and 15 minutes away from the metropolitan city of Orlando. There you're gonna find a bustling city with plenty of nightlife, teams like the Orlando Magic, Orlando City Soccer, and of course, the wonderful house of Mickey Mouse Walt Disney World. And in this location, we're only an hour and 15 minutes away from Tampa as well. There you're gonna find major sporting events like the MLB and the NHL with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Lightning. And just 30 minutes west, you're gonna find the Gulf, where you're gonna have white sand beaches with nice warm water like Clearwater and Sarasota. Now, just north of us, about an hour away, we're gonna have Gainesville, which is home to the University of Florida, home of the Gators. So as far as being surrounded by major cities, we're very, very conveniently located. Now, here in Ocala, and specific to this exact location, we're only 30 minutes away from downtown Ocala, a very charming little city square that's gonna have plenty of boutique restaurants and shops for you to enjoy. We're only 20 minutes away from the World Equestrian Center. Ocala is, of course, known as the horse capital of the world, home of one of only two World Equestrian Centers, one here in Ocala, one in Ohio, but the one here is very, very new, a multi-million-dollar project that is going to be the hub for anybody interested in equestrian events. Now, within only 10 minutes, you're going to have all of your grocery stores. You're going to have Highway 200 as well. That's going to host all of your main restaurants, fast food, shopping like Market Street at Heathbrook, and plenty of other things that you need for your day-to-day life. Needless to say, we're in a very, very convenient location. Now, the property that you see behind me is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom property sitting on 1,865 square feet, and we're on a 0.24 acre lot. And one of my favorite things about this house, and the reason I wanted to highlight it for you, is this very modern exterior. Very minimalist with the white paint and the black accents, and of course, this unique roof shape is gonna bring a very, very modern feel from the moment you step into the property. As you approach, you're welcomed by this nice driveway. It's gonna host approximately 4 cars, plus your private 2-car garage. You're gonna have this nice little entryway, which you can continue to landscape on both sides, and that's gonna welcome you into your nice front porch area. You can add a couple of rocking chairs over here, sit out here in the mornings, enjoy a nice cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or in the evening, sit out here and enjoy a glass of wine. Whatever you're into, this is an excellent space to enjoy the outdoors and the beautiful nature that Ocala and the state of Florida has to offer. With this all being said, let's take a step inside. Alrighty, welcome inside of this magnificent home. Guys, I'm so excited to show you the entirety of this home, but I'm equally as excited to get to the end of this video where I'm gonna give you all of the financial information that you need. I'm talking down payments, taxes, insurance, monthly payment estimates, everything you need to get into a property like this, as well as a short message that I have for you guys. But for now, let's get started. As soon as we step into the property, I mean, there's just so much space, so much air that you can fill in this area. We're in the open concept right now. So this would be your living room. Over here in the corner, you're gonna have your kitchen, your dining room. This area in total is about 36 feet long. So you can just imagine how much space you have over here. And I imagine in this area, you'll have a nice little entry table with some decorations, maybe a nice a shoe rack over on this area, big TV on this wall, and just so much space. You're gonna have luxury vinyl plank, 9-foot ceilings in this area, and Again, the possibilities here are endless. I'm curious to know if most people prefer a sectional or the couch, the love seat, what kind of configuration you think of in your future home. Let me know in the comments. Over on this area, we're gonna step into the kitchen. We're gonna have this nice big quartz countertop, hanging pendant lights above, and this is gonna be like your breakfast bar area. You have your sink here, but plenty of space over here. You can cut, you can, serve, plate things up, serve them out right there for breakfast in the morning for the kids. And from here, you also have an excellent view over there. So if you do have that television hanging up over there, you can definitely watch it while you're in the kitchen cooking up, keeping an eye on everything that's going on in that area. All of your appliances come included. That includes your microwave, your oven, your stove top, your Whirlpool fridge, and your dishwasher, of course. You have 42-inch cabinets with the matte black accents, a super modern home, like we've said from the beginning. So you're gonna notice those details throughout, and they paid close attention to everything. Something I personally love is this over here. Very, very small detail, but this little spinny section right here, it's called a Lazy Susan, if you didn't know. And a lot of people tend to put like spices or, your dry foods, things like that. They tend to get put right there, but I like it. I think it's a nice detail. And on the opposite corner of that, we have your pantry, which is pretty spacious. I mean, you can literally step inside of the pantry and you have access to all of these racks over on this side, which is very nice. And again, they've made use of every single tiny little space. Over on this area is where you're gonna be putting your dining room table. You can fit 4, 6, 8, possibly even 10, depending on just how long you want your table to be. Plenty of space over in this area, overlooking the backyard with these sliding glass doors over here, which we'll check out in a minute. But for now, follow me back towards the front of the property. We're gonna step into the the east wing of the house that's gonna have our additional bedrooms. So we're gonna step into the first bedroom over here. This is gonna be the very north side of the property. It's gonna be 10 by 10 foot. You're gonna have a nice window facing the north side of the property and your closet space over here. This could be a great room where you can fit a full or twin size bed. It could also be a great office with all this natural light that's coming in, or a workout room, a small gym, at-home gym, something along those lines. You have perfect space for it. And then we step into our first full bathroom, and I like the design here. We have a double vanity right over on this side with the matte black handle fixtures. Again, keeping that minimalist style. And then as we step over onto this side, we're gonna get into where is the shower area. You have a nice tub. You're gonna have floor to ceiling tile, which is something that I've spoken on in the past. It's a luxury touch that not many builders are having in their homes. So when you do see it, it is very, very important to note. Matte black fixtures again for the shower. And one thing that a lot of my clients have asked for a lot and that they absolutely love is when the shower has a window. This one in this case is frosted, which is nice because you don't have to worry about anybody peeking in. But it's always nice to have that natural light, and I've noticed that a lot of people like that in their homes, so good touch. This is a Jack and Jill bathroom, so it's actually gonna connect over into our second full bedroom. Same as the first one, it's a 10 by 10, you have your closet, and the window on this one is facing the east side of the property. As we continue on throughout this east wing, we're gonna get into the second full bathroom, a single standing vanity, quartz countertop again, pretty much all the finishes that we just saw in the other bathroom with your window, floor to ceiling tile, excellent touches here. And then we get into our third and final additional bedroom, right? So you have your closet over here. Again, this is 10 by 10. Luxury vinyl plank on the floor, window facing the east side. And one thing to note is that you do have these LED lights that are in the ceiling. However, they are pre-wired, so you can change that out for a fan without having to add any different wiring or anything. They're already set up, which is very easy to do. Honestly, I had that happen in my home where we had to change out what was like a chandelier before for just a light that was something similar to this, and it really took 5-10 minutes to do. So very, very nice to have it already pre-wired there. Now, as we step over on this side, we're gonna get into our laundry room. Something that's very important to note is that your washer and dryer, they come included. Guys, this is pretty much a move-in ready home. All of your I mean, every single appliance comes included. So you're gonna have your nice brand new General Electric washer and dryer. You can of course switch it out for something else if you don't like it, but it's good to know that it's not something that you have to account for as a move-in cost. It's gonna save you some money. You have the rack up above right here. Personally, I think over time, it's nice to switch that out for some cabinetry, mainly because it's gonna kind of hide the mess of having all the laundry detergent, the dryer sheets, all of that stuff. You can hide it away and even store some additional stuff in there, like some holiday decorations. Over here, we're gonna step into our two-car garage. Plenty of space. You have your water heater, you have the electric panel. This home does come with a termite bomb. You have the garage door opener. Again, they've pretty much accounted for everything in this space and in this home. So it's pretty much move-in ready all the way. And then right behind this door, simply gonna be your air handler right there. As we step out of this, you can imagine getting out of your car and stepping into the home. You step through here, you could probably leave your shoes or something there if you wanted to have another shoe rack over here. If you don't want to bring, you know, the outside in, you can do that. But you would step in directly into your living room. And then you have your kitchen, dining room that we looked at. And then we're gonna step into the master wing. Yes, you heard it right, not the master room, the master wing of this home. I think is excellent. You have so much space that you can enjoy. Let's start with the right side. As you step through over here, we're gonna have two closets, his and hers. And listen, they made it real easy. It's very obvious which one is his, which one is hers. One of these is about twice the size of the other one. And I'm curious because what I've noticed is that typically, right, it's been the standard that the lady gets the larger closet. However, I've noticed more and more gentlemen that have a crazy sneaker game or a crazy hat collection, or they have some really nice clothes. And so they're taking up a lot of space. I'm talking, you know, 50, 70, 100 pairs of shoes and hats, you know, all of this stuff. So I'm curious, in your home, what does that look like? Who would get the bigger closet? This one is a smaller one. This one over here is going to be larger. Who would have which closet? Let me know in the comments. And then we step into the master bedroom, the proper bedroom area. This is a 15 by 15 room. You're gonna have two windows letting in a bunch of natural light coming in from the south side of the property. Your LED light up above. We're gonna continue with the same luxury vinyl plank on the floors. Plenty of space over in this area. Then we step into the bath. I mean, this is a true like oasis. This is a spa of a bathroom. You're gonna have these gorgeous 4-foot luxury tiles on the floor. So we switch over from the luxury vinyl plank into these nice large tiles that are absolutely gorgeous. You have your private water closet on this side, double vanity with the same finishes that we've been seeing throughout the rest of the home. Gorgeous standalone soaking tub over on this side, and right across from it, you have your standing shower, still have that natural light coming in through the window. And personally, I think that over time, what I would do if this was my home is I'd probably add a little bench over on this side and then some glass doors. Some people like the curtains. I personally am a fan of the glass doors. I know it's a little more maintenance, but I think it's very elegant. So you have the space to do it. You can add a little seating bench over here. You can add the glass, and that pretty much sums up this area. But even in this bathroom, you have so much space. And again, you have an entire wing of the home for yourself, which I think again is very spa-like, is very relaxing, and a space that you deserve. Now, let's check out this backyard. Alrighty, here we step into our back lanai, and you have the slab already out here. It's about 15 by 7 feet wide. And this is a great space. You have the light fixture already out here. And I imagine just adding an extension over here to cover this. In the same way that we have kind of the modern style, you could do the same here. One excellent thing is, again, we're sitting on 0.23 acre lot. So there's plenty of space both in the front yard and the backyard. And you can fence it just as you see that our neighbors over here have fenced this area. You can continue on with this same wood fence or add a vinyl fence if you wanted to do that. Whatever style fence you wanted. Again, there's no HOA, there's no CDD in this area. There's no restrictions to what type of fence you can have here. And one thing I want to point out about this particular lot is that if we look back here, there is no back neighbors, right? There is a road that goes through, but you don't have to worry about having neighbors in the backyard ever, which is something excellent. Of course, that pertains to this particular lot. However, there's more being built. And if you wanted something similar to this with no back neighbor, I'm sure we could find something that fits your needs there. Plenty of space. You can add a pool back here, playground set, koi pond, whatever you're into, you can get it done in this area of Marion Oaks. So guys, with this being said, let's hop into some of these numbers and get you the financial information that you need. Alrighty, before we hop directly into the numbers, I want to just recap what we just took a look at. Spectacular property, in my opinion. What this was is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom property sitting on 1,865 square feet, just under a 1/4 acre of a lot right here in Marion Oaks in Ocala. A spectacular opportunity, I believe, and I think the numbers are going to speak for themselves on this one. The purchase price, just to hop straight in, is $319,000. I'm curious to know where you currently live. How much do you think a property like this would go for? Curious, I know a lot of cities, LA, like all of California, South Florida, even New York, so many other states, this property would not be at this price, which is why I think this is an incredible opportunity. So many places in Florida, you wouldn't find this property at this price. But let's figure out how this purchase price is going to break down into your monthly numbers, right? So let's first and foremost talk about closing costs. Closing costs are a part of every real estate transaction in the state of Florida. It's the cost of doing business with a title company and also getting a title insurance, an owner's policy, paying taxes, prorated taxes, things along that line. And roughly, it's about 3% of the purchase price of the property. So in this situation, we're looking at about $9,570. See, this builder is also offering closing cost assistance, but they won't say exactly how much until you start negotiating with them. I believe that my team and I have strong enough negotiation skills to where we can actually get this covered for you, if not fully, in its majority. But I believe between you and I think we can get this all covered for you guys. So make sure you give us a call if you want that help. If you're looking to purchase this property in cash, it's gonna be your purchase price plus your closing costs, be roughly $328,570. That is assuming no closing cost contribution. Again, my team and I are here to help you, in which case you do want some closing cost help. FHA is a Federal Housing Administration loan, is a government insured loan, and they allow you to purchase a property with 3.5% down. It is one of the lower cost loans, meaning you can get in with only 3.5% down, but also you can get in with a lower credit score. So it's great for a number of reasons. This works for your primary home. All right. Now, what this looks like, this 3.5% down is going to break down to $11,165 as your down payment, plus your closing costs will be roughly about $20,000. But again, that's what we're here to negotiate for you. Your monthly payment would break down to roughly be about $2,594 per month. That is your principal, interest, tax, and insurance. Now, let's talk about VA. First and foremost, before we even talk about what these numbers mean, if you are a veteran, thank you for your service. If you are an active military, thank you for your service. My brother is in the military. He's an Army Ranger. I've seen what that life is like and the sacrifices that are made. And for that reason, I hold a special place in my heart for all the veterans. And I can promise you that if you decide to purchase a home in the state of Florida and you choose me to help you, I will do everything I can to make sure that this is the best real estate deal that you have. With that being said, with the VA loan, you can put 0% down, right? I am of the belief that, especially if you are a veteran, I will fight to make sure that these closing costs do not exist in your transaction, meaning you will literally purchase this property with 0 money down. If you do that, your monthly mortgage rate would be roughly about $2,654 per month. Purchasing this property with 0 money down, no closing costs. I will make sure that we get that paid for you. Now, let's hop into conventional loans. Conventional loan, you can purchase this property with 3% down. Putting 3% down is if this is your first home, your primary residence, and you have above a 750 credit score. So if you meet those qualifications, it is your first time buying a home, and you have above a 750 credit score, and this is going to be your primary residence, you can purchase with 3% down. That would be $9,570, just like the closing costs. Adding the closing costs, again, we're close to about $18,000, $19,000. But we're here to negotiate that. Your monthly mortgage would be $2,665. The more common conventional loan for primary home buyers is going to be requiring 5% down, which would be $15,950. Your monthly mortgage in this case would be $2,563 approximately. 10% down is for anybody looking to purchase a secondary home. The benefit of this is that you do not have to occupy the property full time. With the rest of these loans, you do have to occupy the property as your primary residence. 10% down conventional, you do not have to occupy the property year round, but you do for a period of time in the year. Your down payment would be $31,900. Your monthly payment would be roughly $2,390 per month. 20% down allows you to purchase this property as an investment, meaning you don't have to occupy the property at all. You can rent it long-term, you can rent it short-term, you can house hack it, whatever you want to do, you can do that. You don't have to occupy the property, but it also allows for something else if you don't want to invest in if you don't want to take it on as an investment. If you do want to occupy the property, a big benefit to putting 20% down is it takes out PMI or private mortgage insurance, which on a house like this is roughly between $200 to $250 per month. With putting 20% down, you can cross that out of your monthly payment. So it's going to save you some money in your monthly payment. Your down payment would be $63,800, and your monthly mortgage would be roughly about $2,042 per month. Now let's talk about how these costs break down individually. So you know your principal is going to be the amount of the loan. Your interest is going to be your interest rate. Now your taxes. Taxes in the area are approximately 1% of the purchase price. I would put the taxes on this at $3,190. Taxes in the area are low. Also, when you purchase new construction, your first year of owning the home, you will be paying taxes on the land itself, the value of the land before the building. That will come into your second year. But the benefit of that is that your second year around, you can homestead the property if you are living in it as your primary residence. You can homestead it and it'll give you a tax exemption, allow you to deduct about $50,000 of the taxable value of the home. But still, 1% taxes is something that in a lot of areas I know doesn't exist. It's a dream. But in Ocala, it's a reality. Now your insurance is $65 per month. That's another dream for a lot of people, especially in the state of Florida or along the coast. $65 a month insurance is unheard of. But that is the average quote that we've been getting on the homes that we've sold over the past month. They've been average $65 per month, $780 per year in your insurance, which is spectacular. There is no HOA, there is no CDD, so you don't have to worry about that. That means there's no restrictions, there's nobody on your case, and there's nobody raising your monthly mortgage when you don't want it to be rising. Simply put, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So guys, I hope that this financial breakdown offered some value for you guys. $319,000 I think is a deal. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you would offer. Let me know how much you think this house is worth. Again, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,800 square feet is a very good size for a family, or for a couple, for anybody. I think this is a great property. Personally, let me know what you guys think. If you are looking to purchase a property like this one or any other property in the state of Florida, my team and I would absolutely love to assist you. But before I end the video, I do want to talk about one short thing. It is a message that I want to share with you guys. It's my special message. If you're a returning viewer, I'm sure you know where we're going with this, but today's special message comes from the book of Joshua. Joshua Chapter 1, verse 9 says, I hereby command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory where we are right now in this story. So Joshua is a right-hand man of Moses in the Bible. Moses is leading the Israelites to freedom and to the promised land, the land that God promised the Israelites. Now, in the journey after Moses does miracles, he splits the Red Sea, which I'm sure everybody has heard of, he passes away. And the baton, so to speak, is passed to Joshua. God speaks to Joshua and gives him kind of a pep talk leading into this and tells him, hey, first and foremost, now it's on you. You are leading your people to freedom, which is not an easy task at all. If this happened to me, I'd be like, so I gotta follow that up. The guy who just split an ocean in half. Obviously, it was by the power of God that happened, but still, it's a frightening task to lead thousands of people in exile to freedom, to a land promised to them. But God gives him 3 things, 3 commands right now. All 3 of them, he tells them to be strong and courageous. The first one, he tells them, you're following my plan, which my plan is to set your people free and go to the promised land, set my people free, go to the promised land. So be strong and courageous. It's my plan. Be strong and courageous because I've given you the law. I've spoken the word already. You know exactly what to do. And then third, he tells them, be strong and courageous, which is this one right here, where he says, the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Now, I started to internalize this and think, well, what happens most of the time is we feel abandoned in moments of trouble and moments of being challenged, mainly. We start to feel like it's just us by ourselves and we have to take on this mountain of a challenge by ourselves. And that's not quite what happens. We're not abandoned. What typically happens is that we abandon God in those moments. See, we abandon the exact three things that he's touching on here in the Bible. We abandon, for one, we abandon his plan. Second, we abandon his word. Third, we abandon his side. See, I believe that following his plan, it may be hard at times in our physical realm, but ultimately we're not being challenged, we are chosen. He has a plan for us, and as long as we follow that plan, things may happen, but at the end of the day, he will prevail. He'll help us push through. We're not being challenged, we're being chosen to fulfill his plan. Second, we have his law, we have the word. He's made it easy for us to decipher what is right and what is wrong, and what's ultimately going to lead us to the glory and the honor of his presence at the end of the day. We see a lot of times the law, especially in the modern age, we see the law as like this thing that stops us from doing anything, right? But it's not a box of constraint, it's a box of protection. I wouldn't even call it a box, it's just a protection that he gives us so that we don't feel guilt, so that we don't get hurt most of the time. But a lot of times we want to do what we want to do and think that our plan is the best. Unfortunately, most of the time it's not, and that's me speaking from experience. The last one is that we abandon his side. See, God is with us at all times. He's an omnipresent God. This is the world that he lives in. He knows us so well. He knows every hair on our head. And if he knows that, how could we possibly think that he abandons us? He made us so perfectly in his image that it's almost ludicrous to think that he would abandon us, but most of the time it's we abandon him, of his plan, his word, and his side. And if there's anything I can do with this video, I just want to encourage you wherever you are. I just want you to start a conversation with God. Just start a relationship. Begin the conversation. If you have questions, if you have doubts, if you listen, I promise you he'll meet you where you're at. If you're being challenged, I want to encourage you to change that mindset and realize that you are not challenged, you are chosen. And you are just fulfilling a plan that God has for you, an excellent, perfect plan, because he cares about you. Don't abandon his side, don't abandon his word. Dive deeper and figure out what he's trying to tell you specifically. I hope I was able to help, whether it's with this or whether it's with the house tour. Ultimately, my plan is to serve you guys in the best way possible. Let me know what you guys think about this house. Let me know what you guys think about this message. Let me know what you guys think about the video as a whole. Again, my team and I would absolutely love to help you acquire your next investment. And if there's anything we can do for you, please feel free to reach out, whether it's a conversation, a question, or you're trying to put a home under contract. We would absolutely love to help. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless.